Now the election back and I'll die away. In short, this is what I have to say. Let us forget spites and grudges and concentrate. Come, let us sit and try to relate. Because now, more than ever, we must show discipline, tolerance, and production to build a strong and better nation. I say that is the main foundation. So come, let us work hand in hand, because this is our land. Come, my brother, come, my sister, and let us build a nation together. Oh, yeah, yeah. Oh, yeah, yeah. Remember, the key to success is working hard. For our country, we must have regard. Forget all your differences, let we start to build. And onward to progress we surely will. Because now, more than ever, we must show discipline, tolerance, and production to build a strong and better nation. I say that is the main foundation. So come, let us work hand in hand, because this is our land.
Come, let us work hand in hand, because this is our land. That's the message. Grenada belongs to you and I. Grenada belongs to we, the people. And we must do all in our power to make sure that we make it better for those to come, our children and children. I always say that we have to do better than those who left it for us. Our grandparents or great-grandparents or great-great-grandparents, we have to live this place way better than we met it. I want to welcome you to this segment. We are off to a late start, but with technology, those things do happen. I want to start off by saying I was able to get a leaked cable from a meeting the NNP had. That's the new nasty party. So they had that meeting yesterday. And I got a leak, meaning I have sources within that new nasty party. They feed me with that information. I will not tell you my source. I always protect my source. But from the information I received, they had a very heated discussion and meeting regarding boycotting independence, this 50th independence celebrations. There were those who said they should boycott it. And there are others who said no. The 50th independence is too big for personal ego. And it's about Grenada first and not about some ground god who is no longer prime minister in this country and is hurting, right? So they had a very heated conversation, back and forth. And the old cock was very firm on the position that the new nasty party will take. And that is why you're seeing on social media statements like, this is the pin. So they're disregarding that pin that the government is distributing, or that the organizing committee for the 50th independence celebrations is distributing. Because you have quite a number of people distributing them, pinning that badge on so many people, or that pin on so many people. And they're now, because they're looking for some alternative, something that would make them feel good. So on one of the pundits, an activist of the new nasty party page, he posts, this is the real pin for the 50th, and it doesn't have black in it, right? So someone did the Grenadian flag, right, in this metal type pin, and they have the yellow, the red, and the green, right? And, they're selling that. So because they want to sabotage, and not that person who made that thing, I'm talking about the new nasty party and that pundit and activist of the new nasty party, NNP. The acronym for NNP stands for the new nasty party. So they decided to promote that particular pin and push that particular pin to their supporters, encouraging them to buy that pin. So the government, the organizing committee of the 50th independence celebrations, they're giving the 50th pins free, right? Freely. They're giving it free. My daughter happened to have one here, all right? Giving it freely. And the new nasty party, they're upset. They're so bitter. They're so angry that they just cannot get over the defeat. So at that meeting, they were more or less fighting among themselves as to the position. Because you have the old cock who is adamant and firm that they have to boycott, they have to sabotage the whole thing. They have to go there to their supporters and tell them and cry foul first. That's the first thing they will do. Say, well, they did not invited us. They treated us with scant courtesy. They did not engage us. They did not this. They did not that, and start to cry. Right? That's the whole idea that they are pushing. And they believe that people are going to fall for it. So there might be some press conference, there might be some engagement from them to tell you, hey, they did not give us pins, they did not give us paint, they did not give us money, they did not give us this, they did not give us that. So as a result, we decided we're not going to take any part. We're not going to be involved. So the pin, the 50th pin that the government is giving, or the celebrations committee or the organizing committee is giving, is like this, all right? But it has the black in it. So this pundit of the new nasty party and activists on radio put on his Facebook page. Let me tell you exactly what he put there, because that's how they function. They're dangerous. Dangerous. All right? Very, very dangerous. Let me get that. Very, very dangerous. If you ask me, it is really, really sad that they are doing this. But I am not surprised. I always see this on the program. Let me check the other phone. I am not surprised. And that's what it is. I'm not surprised. All right. So that activist, I had it somewhere. Yeah. So the activists decided, well, this is the direction you have to take. This is what you have to do. All right. Uh, because they're upset. The government, the organizing committee, they're doing well. It's just sad, extremely sad, because you expect better from these people. All right? You expect better from them. Let me just get that here. I want to tell you specifically what a political activist and pundit on radio for the new nasty party said regarding the pins, because they're, mounting this whole thing to undermine and to sabotage the entire event. All right. So it's just what it is. Um, right. You can't make this stuff up. I saw some independent spin advertising on Facebook that about. All right, good. Where is it? Right, nice. See, got the real 58 independent spins. No black thing here. Note, folks, if you would like to purchase one of these, please check the following link, as I am not the creator or vendor for it. All right, so he provided the link. So, and is the Grenada map, or the map of Grenada, and in there you have the 58, 50 years, or 50, the number 50 with the nutmeg and so on, the red, the yellow, I don't know if they want to call it gold, and the green, based on the color. But I am simply saying here, that is what they're doing to undermine this independence celebrations. And they're doing so boldly. So they had that meeting, the new nasty party had that meeting yesterday. And at that meeting, there were a heated debate and argument, because the old cock wants to sabotage, to boycott the whole celebrations. From this side, they're saying they want their supporters not to be involved in the beautification, not to be involved in the cleanup, not to be involved in the parade and celebrations at the National Stadium. That is what they want. And other events, the concert on Friday and all the other events, they want to boycott that, which is extremely, extremely sad, because you expect better from them. You expect better from them. So this ground god did not get the opportunity to be prime minister for the 50th. And as a result, he's pissed. He's angry. He's blue. And he wants to cause his supporters and his people to not participate. So they would come forward and cry and say, well, they did not involve us, they did not include us, they did not this, they did not that, and that's how they're operating. All right? Because they believe that Grenadians will fall for their trick and their lies, which is sickening. But I am saying to you, folks, Grenada must come first. This is our country. And any reasonable thinking Grenadian, any patriotic Grenadian would say, let's put aside the politics for now and let's focus on Grenada. So at that meeting, they had big back and forth. So some, and I want to, be honest with you, some of them within that new nasty party said, well, we have to put country first, and it's not good politics to come out and say that you're boycotting and, that kind of thing. And then the old cock was firm to say that they're boycotting the whole thing and pass the information out to their supporters so that they can, stay away, undermine if they can, and do all kind of nasty stuff. That is why things are being erected and you see it being toned down, right? Or broken down or mashed up or whatever, or defaced. All kind of stuff is happening because they just want anarchy and chaos. They just want to continue to undermine this democracy. But I want you to see them for who they are. They don't love Grenada. They're all about themselves. So the ground god did not get the opportunity to be prime minister. Right? And I saw a little video. Boy, this guy is hurting. Huh? Some people underestimate the level of hurt that this guy is going through. So this guy was seen in that little piece of video with this other guy, right? On a step with some dirty background and so on, talking about Uncle Gary and his relationship with him and how he was this and how he was that. And, it's amazing. It's amazing. So he wants you to believe that Uncle Gary was his father or Uncle Gary was his close friend. And they were tight and they were this and he admired him and he used him as a good example and, and Uncle Gary helped him to be where he is and he started to go. And I say, watch this nasty piece of thing. It's amazing. I don't know if you saw it, but I saw it. And I just laughed. I laughed because his supporters want to inject him in the pit here because he wants to be relevant. And they want to resurrect the late, great Sir Eric Matthew Gary. And they want that to be the conversation. Because why? The most honorable Deacon Mitchell and the NDC, they're doing well. For the 50th, they have been bang on target consistently so. Every event, every activity, everything. Well organized, well supported, very, 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 extremely, extremely, extremely successful. And people are, supporting totally everything. From the young to the middle age to the old. Everybody on board. Everybody happy. Things are looking up for Grenada. They vex with that. And they're calculating the political gains that can be derived from that. They know what's going down. And they're feeling the impact. They see a lot of Grenadians coming back home. A lot of them registering to vote in the upcoming elections. So they know what's going down. And they're coming to celebrate and be a part of this. So they're pissed, they're angry, they're mad. But why would you take your anger and your madness to such a level where you want to undermine, sabotage, where you want to, have your own little thing to undermine what is happening in this country? Grenadians are happy. Grenadians put aside the politics. That is what they've done. They've put aside, for now, the petty politics. And they are rallying with country. They are rallying with the government and people of this country to make this thing special. And we know a lot of the prime ministers within the region will be here. A lot of the presidents within the region will be here. Governor generals will be here. A president from uh, Africa will be here. And other people like that. High dignitaries, they will be here. So this ground god, this old cock, is missing all of this, all of the fanfare, all of the the highty-tighty kind of vibes, the royal kind of vibes. He's missing all of this because the person in this moment is the most honorable Deacon Mitchell and the government of Grenada. So they know what is happening. And as this draws closer, as our historic day draws closer, they will become more and more desperate and more bitter. So they went into the usual meeting, political thing yesterday. So they had their meeting, their closed door meeting. I was able to get a leaked cable from that meeting because I have my sources from these meetings. I know what's going down. Right? And the old cock, and I'm referring here to the new nasty party. Yeah? I am referring here to the new nasty party. It's just amazing, So they arguing, they fighting among themselves, saying, hey, this is what we need to do. So they want to boycott but who the hell cares if you all are involved or not? We don't care if you all are involved or not. You think we have to force you to be involved? And in fact, your supporters should be sensible enough, although I beg to differ, to say, look, this thing is about Grenada. This is not about a man or a woman. This thing is about Grenada. Stop all your damn stupidness. It's bordering on dotishness now. And there's a stench coming from you all when it comes to all your lunacy. Stop it. Grenada belongs to all of us. You don't have to like me. You don't have to like what I've said in the past. You don't. You don't have to like who in government and who there and who. You don't have to like them. That's your business. But Grenada is celebrating 50 years. You may never live to see that. That next 50. Grenada is celebrating 50 years. Our country is celebrating 50 years of independence. This thing is big. This thing is huge. Come on. This thing is huge, people. And as a result, I am saying we need to sober up ourselves and understand how historic, how big this thing is. Forget the politics now. All you get enough blows in all your tail. You get beat up. You get licks. Go and nurse your wound. Your bad-minded piece of thing. Go and sort that out. But let's deal with country. Let's understand it's country. We could have our political differences, man. I am ready to go in the mud when election time comes around and deal with you all. Right? I am ready to mobilize and organize the troops and the people to come in and vote and do what they have to do to save this democracy. I am organized and ready for those things. I could take you all on. The time will come. But for now, it's about independence. It's about 50 years. This thing is big. This thing is vast. This is huge. You want your children and children to remember this big moment. This is a huge moment in our country's life, existence. Come on. It's just stupid. Just dotishness on the part of these people. And it's not smart politics. It's not smart politics. So I don't understand. It's like they're losing it. The new nasty party, I'm referring to the NNP. The new nasty party. So you had that meeting yesterday, right? Some saying that's not good politics. We're not going on that road. But then you, the old cock, and your old uh, clan, a bunch of old, you know, saying, well, we have to. In other words, they only seen the politics. Sabotage, undermine, boycott. That's all what they. That is why you're not seeing them. That is why you're not seeing them. They're nasty to the core. So then you have this old thief on his page, right? This old con man, this old crook on his page, right? Saying certain things. In my belief, this guy or girl, because I don't know what gender, what sex it is, this guy or girl should be kicked out of this country, in my belief. I don't know the gender, whether it's a girl or a boy, right? Because the hair long and da 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 da, I don't know the gender. But I am saying it is sad, very sad. But I am firm that this guy or girl with that stuff on the page, right, in a different context here, this old thief, this old con man or con woman or whatever they call it, I don't know the gender, should be kicked out of this country for good. I was born here in Grenada, Carriacou, and Pichu. I was born in this place. I'm a Grenadian, authentic Grenadian, right? But I am simply saying it's just sad that they cannot see the bigger picture. That is what they cannot see. We go have it out when the election time close and campaign starts. We go have it out. Yeah, we go look. I'm willing to go in the damn mud and hook the pigs in the mud and deal with them. Politically, I am tough, and I'm a strategist. I don't do things by guess. So we go have time to deal with that. But let's unite around the 50th independence celebrations. The concert is coming up on Friday. Let's mobilize and organize our people to be a part of that. Right? The Governor General has a gala on Saturday at the Radisson Crown Ballroom. Let's mobilize and organize and support that. You have a number of other events and activities taking place, a whole list. All right? Let's support that. Then you have the big day, Wednesday. This is huge. Huge for all of us. Wednesday, God's willing, at the stadium. I don't. I wonder if it's in the morning time or in the afternoon time. I didn't really get the time. The time. I didn't get the exact time. All right, I didn't get the exact time. But I afternoon, right? So someone is saying to me it's in the afternoon time. Right. Someone is saying to me it's in the afternoon time. Good. So it's in the afternoon time. Let's support that. Let's make it happen. Let's go out there. All right. And right. So someone is saying to me it's at 2 p.m. So it starts at 2 p.m. Let's support it. Let's be there. Right. Thank you very much. All the folks at 2 p.m. on Wednesday. That's big. That's huge. We have visitors. We have Grenadians or brothers and sisters who are returning home to celebrate and to be a part of this. Let's do what we have to do. Let's do what we have to do, people. That's important. Very important. It's just amazing how these people function and how they think. This is our home. Grenada belongs to all of us. So why should you believe, well, let me see if I can, say this and say that too. What would you achieve out of this? And that's my question to a lot of people, What would you achieve out of all of this? Do you believe you're going to achieve something out of it? Do you believe you're going to get some political mileage out of it? Sometimes we got to think twice before we say certain things and do certain things. Huh? What do you get out of it? I'm asking. What do you get out of all of this? You believe that the new nasty party will advance, will be better off? What do you believe? I want you to tell me. The new nasty party will be better off out of all of this thing? No, no. And remember, NNPA, the acronym stands for the New Nasty Party. All right? I am not talking about the New National Party. I am talking about the New Nasty Party. So NNPA stands for the New Nasty Party. And folks, I am telling you all of this because I want you to know what these people are doing. They're doing all of this with the hope that they're going to undermine, that they would put some, thing over. And they tried it. Don't forget you. They started off with COVID, coming on radio and talking about COVID and this and that to scare people. Then they came with leprosy and, they wanted to scare people. Then they came with ISIS and ISIS this and ISIS that. Then they came with something else and something, but nothing is sticking. Nothing is holding. All kinds of trickery, all kinds of, but Grenadians want good for Grenada. They want good for this piece of rock. We want this thing to be successful. We go talk the politics after. We go deal with the politics after, man. We go take it on. We go deal with it. Nothing wrong with that. We go deal with it. So what? Okay. All right. But we have to be more mature than this. We have to be more mature. Grenada is celebrating 50 years. Look at the children. Look at the kids. They're happy. They're joyous. Look at the teachers. Look at the people in different workplaces. Look at communities. Look at groups. Look at everybody involved. Everybody want to be involved. Everybody want to do a thing. 50 years is big. This is a big deal. You look at the video, the theme song, the main song, right? And look at the people who are in it. They're of different political persuasions, different religions, and so on. But they come together to sing this song to bring our nation together. Just look at it. Look at the people.
If I take time and I write down all the things that I love on my island, best believe my list gon' be like 5 miles long. Best believe it's love that makes me sing this song.
The cleanest breeze on the waters,
Friendly people meet in every corner. Togetherness and love is what we stand for. We stand for. We stand for.
Oh, island in the sun. Look at how we've grown, how far we've run. 50 years we strong and more to come.
Yes, and a friend told me I miss out chicken pox. Now they have created something that there is chicken pox. Well, in fact, 3 people. I see the conversation online. When I check my WhatsApp, they're saying to me, "You forget chicken pox." That they invent this thing and they want that. In other words, they're trying their best to see if they could undermine our celebrations. And after our celebrations, these same nastiness and them will come back and try to play nice and want your support and want you to be a part of Yeah, they're that nasty. But our people are not stupid. Think about it. Think about it again.
Going higher. 50 years we're blessed, we're forged in fire. Still reaching for more. Going up, 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 up. Going up, 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 up.
We're going higher.
I say to people, even if we can unite for a minute, for an hour, for a day, it's a good start. If we can come together, you see, some people are so dumb that they're stuck in the past and they're hurting, or some believe that they're so smart that they can then say, well, we only calling for unity on one day or 1 month. Well, if we get to unite as a people for 1 month, that's a big deal. If we get to unite for 1 day, 1 week, 2 weeks, that's a good thing. That's a good start. Let's try. Let's start somewhere. This is Grenada, country before party. Let's start at least 1 day, 1 week, 1 month. It might add, it might grow, it might become more and more. We could do it. You don't have to agree with everything that someone says. You don't have to do everything that someone tells you, and you know, you don't have to. You could be different. You could have your different opinions and positions and so on and so forth. Nothing wrong with that. But 50 years is a big deal. It's a big thing. Some people missing the train, missing the ball, missing this big occasion. We will never have 50 years again. Never. Right? So let's celebrate. Let's come together. Let's beautify our community. Let's clean our communities. Let's do stuff to transform our communities and our country. We could have differences after we go do what we have to do. So be it. Even in families, today they good. Tomorrow they have a little back and forth. Right? Friends, same thing. And we can go on and on. You never agree on everything. But you will see eye to eye from time to time. But something as big as 50 years of independence, come on. Come on, man. We could do better than this. We could do better than this. And people are noticing, huh? People are noticing them. Just check it out. People following their pages on social media, they see what's going on with them. Some of them you can't even see them. They know it to be found. Yeah? But they believe that Grenadians going to fall for their rubbish. So they're going to come out publicly and cry like some, some child that ants bite. But don't worry. Grenadians will teach them a lesson. You believe that they were taught a lesson recently? They will be taught a bigger one the next time to come. Folks, I want to wish you all the best. Take good care. I will be back with you, hopefully tonight, because these days, boy, I tell you, because of independence, so many good things are happening. From time to time, you're not seeing me in the nighttime and for the program. Don't mind that, right? Don't mind that. Because so many other events and activities are happening. We have to support all of them. All right? That's important. Very, very important. So if you can see me tonight, fall in place tomorrow, God's willing. And I'm planning and organizing for the event at Radisson Krong Ballroom and at my place here. All right? So take good care and have a wonderful, wonderful day. Bye for now.